What's up, mates? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, go back, hi. I make art videos, usual things, you know. So today I am doing my last marker review video. This is the one I've been waiting for ever since I got my stuff. Alright, so I found this marker on Amazon. I was just looking for cheap alcohol markers because that's the thing that I do when I'm bored. I like to go on Amazon and look at art supplies and add them to my wish list. I have a problem. I don't want to fix it. But anyways, I saw these markers and it was $7.99 for 30 dual tip markers. And I was like, no, that's not right. That's ridiculous. So I immediately purchased it. And then I went back to the listing repeatedly to check that it did indeed say alcohol markers, because I was in that much of a disbelief that you could get 30 alcohol markers for $8 basically. If you're not new here and you've seen my most recent videos, I've been reviewing different cheap alcohol markers from Five Below, and the cheapest of those markers I believe were 12 markers for $5, and that is $0.42 per marker. And then this one is 30 markers for $8 basically. That equals 27 cents for a marker. So a little bit more than a shilling. And for my American viewers, a shilling is what we in Belize call 25 cents. I don't know what that translates to in American dollars. It's like 12. Anyways, so it's 25 cents. Almost, alright, a little bit more than a quarter of a dollar. Yep. Anyways, let's get in the marker. Stop jibber-jabbering. Alright, so my audio after this point is like all over the place because I could not contain my excitement about these markers, as you could probably tell from the intro. Anyways, it's been a couple days since I recorded this, so I think I can contain the excitement enough to put my words into thoughts properly. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the footage of me trying and failing to hold all these markers in one hand. Anyways, I'm trying to get you guys a good view so that you could, I guess, see all the markers. Look at that. Look at that beauty. And look at all that beautiful. So yeah. Looks like Past Me was smart enough to turn down the exposure, but there you go. Look at that. Look at all those colors for $8. I am still in disbelief that I managed to find this. Now, I wish I could link it in the description, but they're not available anymore. But I have found others. They're of different brand, but it's still the 30 markers for $8. I bought another pack and checked it out, and they're legit. They're like basically the same thing. But anyways, this is a white barrel. It has a thin line on one end that indicates the bullet nib, and then no line on the other end to indicate the chisel nib. There's the number and like a color name on the caps of the markers, and it's like a standard chisel nib and a super thin bullet nib. Here I'm going to show you guys a comparison to one of the markers I previously reviewed, and the one on the right is a lot smaller, but it's still a chisel nib. Now the barrels on a whole are a lot thinner than regular alcohol markers. They're actually very reminiscent of like those water dual brush markers from like a Hulu. Anyways, let's get swatching. So about these markers, when I was swatching them out, I used mainly the chisel nib so I could get down more color a lot faster. And I don't really know how to explain it, but it's when I was using it, there seemed to have been like some give on the chisel nib. I can't really explain. It felt flexible, but not like it's supposed to be flexible, but rather like it wouldn't hold up to the test of time. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to like continue using them to see what happens. Also, I very stupidly tried to blend, like I tried to do like a gradient using the the bullet nib. Obviously it didn't work, so I tried again with the chisel nib and it worked. Now keep in mind, when I was recording this video, I had my fan on like directly on me because it was super hot, so the markers dried up pretty quickly. So maybe don't put your fan on directly on your paper while you're using these markers, just a tip. But beside that, they work just as well as any other alcohol markers. Obviously they're so cheap because of how thin they are, but the colors, as usual, you're not gonna get a lot of light colors in these cheaper sets. But still, to get 30 colors for $8, like, my mind is literally blown. It's like insane to me. And whether I would recommend this to a person, the answer is hell yes. Like, I enjoyed the other markers that I used, but like I said, if you can get more for pretty much the same amount or pretty much less, it's 27 cents a marker. And if you haven't used alcohol markers before, you've been wanting to try them, or you want to get a gift for a young artist, I think this set would be amazing. I love the colors. I love them so much. It's like, I know for most of these I kept saying I would be giving them away. I don't know if I want to give these guys away because the colors, they're so pretty. The pinks and the purples, I was so in love with them. But anyways, the artwork that I will be coloring today was not drawn by me. It is another one of those made by another artist inspired by me. This one was inspired by my Halloween costume this year, and the artist wishes to remain anonymous. Now, in using these markers, I tend to do like a very blended style when coloring, and I couldn't really do that with these markers Mostly because you can't, it's not impossible, but it's kind of hard to blend with a bullet nib, and it's easier with a chisel nib. But like I said, when I was doing this, I had the fan directly on me, so the minute I put down the markers, it would dry and it wouldn't give me a good fair chance to blend them out. But I just rallied and I did like a more cell shaded type coloring style, and I enjoyed it very much. So keep in mind, when I'm strongly recommending these markers, it's because I don't have a problem with bullet nibs. I mean, that's how I started. I started out with bullet nib. I still have bullet nib markers. I incorporate it with my brush markers, and I mean, I do see a future where I might transition from bullet nibs to like plain brush nibs, but as long as bullet nibs continue to be so cheap, I think I will continue to use them. And I enjoyed using these markers. I very much enjoyed using them. Anyways, enjoy the visuals. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and just in case I wasn't clear, would definitely recommend these markers for beginners. 10 out of 10. Bye!